As a former emergency medicine doctor, I can tell you that short of a heart attack or a stroke, there are a few things that concern a man as much as a limp.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it makes more sense now, because when I first saw your bio and it said firm tech, that could go a lot of different directions, but now it makes a lot more sense. Now it makes a lot more sense.
yeah,
It's not a tech firm; it's a firm tech. Okay,
right, because it's multi-purpose, which actually surprised me, because but let me talk about the data first. Like, I got into the data, then we can talk about the functionality. But we now have documented over 200,000 erections on over 4,000 men. We have the largest erection database in the world, and that data has shown things that are changing the way in which erectile dysfunction is diagnosed and treated. So one of the problems in medicine, and not just with sexual health, but with high blood pressure, elevated lip proteins, the academic doctors who see the sickest people in their practice and write the papers, often with very numbers that are too small, but they project from the sickest people onto the general population, and that's a mistake. So when it comes to high blood pressure and elevated lip proteins, people who have severely high blood pressure or elevated cholesterol, they've got a problem. But what the money makers want is to treat people in the gray zone, people with borderline, because that's the majority of people. So when it comes to sexual health in men, the International Society for Sexual Medicine has misdefined it, and I'm at war with the idea of erectile dysfunction, because most guys out there, for listening, you don't have dysfunction, you got a problem, and I'll explain. So the first part of the definition is inability or struggles to achieve an erection. If any men have that problem on a consistent basis, I don't mean because you got drunk and you're sleeping with a stranger. I mean on a consistent basis. If you struggle to get an erection or can't achieve an erection, you got a huge problem, and you need to see a cardiologist and urologist. And I know we've had several men utilizing our technology who ended up getting cardiac catheterizations because their data was so poor. And there's been a couple of young guys, 2 guys under the age of 30. One guy had an adrenal tumor, wasn't producing hormones, and the other guy was suppressing his testosterone because he was taking anabolic steroids, illegal ones for bodybuilding. And at the other extreme, we've had 3 men who are going to get penile implants, but actually they had good nocturnal erections. Their problem was in their head. So one overnight, the device counts the number of nocturnal erections, the duration, firmness,